talks in PDP over zoning. CBN places 1 million naira limit on e-naira single transaction. CBN places 1 million naira on e-naira single transaction. These are some of the headlines from the Nation newspaper this morning. I'll be going to the Punch newspaper after Dele takes his own.
All right, take headlines from the Vanguard newspaper. Anti-corruption bodies inaugurate Public Officers Code of Conduct Manual. Sanwo-Olu vows to hunt killers of police chief. Fintiri urges parents to enroll children in school. 2023. Resistance to Igbo presidency will not be tolerated. Eastern Region Assembly. Also, Russia ready to assist Nigeria revamp Ajaokuta Steel, Okonkwo. Police will recruit 20,000 junior officers soon. IGP. Family of Nigerian lady allegedly killed by Italian husband seeks justice. Attacks on NYSC unnecessary. Baseless Suriwa. Finally, from here, trial of top FIRS officials, ex-directors told over absence of defendant.
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning, federal government releases fresh debtors list. November, 77 oil firms owe 2.66 trillion naira. With riders, firms fail to remit petroleum profit tax, income tax, education tax, VAT, others. Says we're partnering EFCC and FIU to recover 2.66 trillion naira from oil farms. This is coming from the agency. Northern governors on the fire over silence as Kaduna death toll hits 51. Petrol landing costs now 278 naira, says MOMAN. Crude reaches $80 per barrel. Nexim votes 36 billion naira for SMEs export businesses in 36 states. We have this headline here. Police comb waterways, others to free abducted retired general in Lagos. Develop Ondo Seaport. Decongest Apapa gridlock. Akeredolu tells federal government. We have here Saraki Gbemisola tackle Kwara governor over demolition of local government library. Restructuring. Only solution must be done before 2023, Afenifere insists. Only Lagos, Rivers, Anambra can survive on IGR VAT. This is coming from a report. And we have here vaccination. Senate to probe maltreatment of Nigerian travelers in Ghana. Vaccination. Senate to probe maltreatment of Nigerian travelers in Ghana. These are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Take my next shots from the Guardian newspaper. Today, Messi of the Mac. Messi of the Mac for PSG Champions League win over Man City. That's on the sporting side, but you know, I'm not always interested in the sporting headline. 77 oil firms owe Nigeria $6.48 billion amid continuous borrowing. 77 oil firms owe Nigeria $6.48 billion amid continuous borrowing. Also from the Guardian, stakeholders insists INEC embraces Kaduna Council election template. Another one from the Guardian newspaper on the sporting side here. That's okay. I have another one. World Heart Day. Experts warn on spike in heart disease cases, deaths. Those are headlines from the Guardian. Also, federal government plans re-equipping, increasing security personnel to tackle rising insecurity. 2 die. Buildings razed in Rivers tanker explosion. Lagos empowers residents with 100 million naira to check poverty. Akeredolu presents 191.6 billion naira 2022 budget to Assembly. And also, federal government plans for equipping, increasing security personnel. I took that earlier. What do you have, Chike?
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning, I have this headline here. Let Supreme Court decide on VAT. Lagos tells Northern governors. APC aspirant faults Fayemi over silence on zoning. This is from the Punch newspaper. We also have this one, nude photos. Or Hakim vows to challenge order on his prosecution. Nude photos. Or Hakim vows to challenge order on his prosecution. Garba Shehu rebukes IPOB Yoruba Nation agitators. U.S. protests. Garba Shehu rebukes IPOB Yoruba Nation agitators. U.S. protests. Listen to Southern Kaduna on killings. Listen to Southern Kaduna on killings. Senator Shehu Sani tells Buhari, listen to Southern Kaduna on killings. Senator Shehu Sani tells Buhari, okay, Southern public servants fear nothingers. This is a write-up in the Punch newspaper. At last, Obaseki nominates 11 commissioners, retains spokesman. At last, Obaseki nominates 11 commissioners, retains spokesman. Some headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Don't forget we are live on Facebook and YouTube this morning. 32FM 949 Ibadan. Facebook 32FM 949 Ibadan. YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube page and like our Facebook page and hit the notification button as we serve the paper. Shortly, we'll be having Austin Adumu as the analyst on today's edition of the show. All right, from Daily Post, I take the first story here. Join us in shutting down Nigeria on October 1. IPOB begs Odudua agitators, others. Join us in shutting down Nigeria on October 1. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Tuesday urged other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria to join in shutting down the country on October 1. IPOB said other ethnic nationalities should join in rejecting Nigeria's Independence Day celebration. Spokesman of IPOB, Emma Powerful, urged those agitating for Odudua Republic and Middle Belt to join in shutting down Nigeria on October 1. And Austin Idumu joins us in the studio this morning. How are you, Austin?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I was just reading that story about IPOB telling other ethnic nationalities and secessionist groups and all that to join them against October 1 so as to shut down the country.
Yes, I think shutting down the country at this particular point in time will not do the country well. And when I mean the country, I also, by extension, mean the people. There should be decorum in as much as the position is well stated. Of course, if you look at the agitation, especially of IPOB in the eastern part of the country, their activities have always been counterproductive in terms of the gain that should have been recorded. Because this has always been the argument. If you fight for freedom for your people or liberalization for your people, and at the end of the day your activity poses untold hardship to them, to their businesses, to their livelihood, it suggests that it is neither here nor there. So we have to look at it very critically. I'm also of the opinion that government should just find a way around some of this situation. We have had too many sit at home in recent past.
Now, instead of having all this sit at home and all this protest here and there, are these groups actually coming up with alternatives and options against what we have at the moment?
Of course, their major alternative is secession. If we can't be together, let us go away. Of course, the federal government too is also looking at the idea that we are better together as a country, that our unity, our diversity should be a source of unity to us. But those in government have largely mismanaged that opportunity because if you say our unity is not negotiable, we must be together at all costs, and you are creating a lot of biases and imbalance within the system. It suggests that at the end of the day, people will not want to coexist peacefully. That is the result of what we are seeing now. Most of these agitators or secessionists, they are not majorly talking about, oh, we have to go away at all costs. Of course, I have always said this, that even if we break into various countries today, one thing that will be common at the end of the day is that we will at least be neighbors to one another. So there is still need for peaceful and harmonious relationship. But the government must take the lead by ensuring that the issue of marginalization that is much talked about. We have always been divided as a country, but it is on record today that we have never been this divided. And the government has not really helped the situation. Government is bringing out policies, actions, and whatever they are doing is also adding to the flames, to the raging nerves that we have in the countries today. So the government really have to look at how to deal with it. So the point I'm making really is that those who want to succeed, in the real sense of it, if you create a Nigerian that work for all, they may decide to resign their decision. a Nigeria that is not biased, a Nigeria that is not hostile, a Nigeria that some people will not see themselves as the conqueror and they regard some people as the conquered. We need an egalitarian society, Nigeria that will create equal opportunity for all, irrespective of where you come from.
But has there ever been a common ground among Oduduwa, Niger Delta, and IPOB?
Well, they have never really been, but we also talk about the handshake across the Niger. Of course, you also agree with me that in recent time, the alliance is almost working. For the first time, too, certain governors are seeing the reason to have a common front so that they will speak with national voice. And we have said that times without number. It is only in the southern part of the country that will go into election without an arrangement, without an agreement. The North will never go into an election without any agreement. They will always want to look at what is in it for us as a country. That is why, irrespective of their political divide up north, when it comes to issue that favors them, there is a way they maintain a common front. So the agitations are there. Of course, the people in the south have seen that, clearly we are being marginalized as a section of the country. So between the Oduduwa, the IPOB, let me not use the IPOB, between the Oduduwa, the Ohanese, of course, the Middle Belt Forum too. We have always seen constant romance coming together, championing on one thing. We asked the federal government to restructure, they said they cannot restructure. We asked them to devolve power, they said they cannot devolve power. Now the system is looking for a way at all costs, naturally, to restructure itself. So the federal government must listen to the yearnings and agitations of the people. We might not be able to meet all of this at a go or by fiat, but let there be sincere commitment that the federal government want to restructure the country. The federal government want to carry everyone along, because the constitution itself talk about dominance of a section of the country in terms of power sharing, in terms of appointment and what have you. So these are the issue. Okay, look at the issue of zoning that is almost tearing the political scene apart as we speak in the country. They know the truth. You and I know the truth, where it should go to. But the hegemony that some people want to remain in power, the born to rule mentality is causing the problem. And some people are saying, hey, you said you always continue to lord it over us, and we have said no, our eyes are open. You can't continue to do that. Let us go. You say we don't want to go. Let us zone presidency. You say we don't want to zone. And somebody is playing around figures within the constitution criteria to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let us address socio-economic problem and also look at the issue of equity and fairness.
All right, quickly, you talked about egalitarianism, and one would want to ask, these groups springing up and all that, all these agitators, do they know that you can't have an egalitarian society? Maybe because, when Karl Marx came up with that theory, it didn't work for him. That philosophy didn't work for him at all. He found out that you can't have an equal society. Some will be, have more preference to the others. So why don't they come out with a common ground and say, this is what we want? Admit first that you can have an egalitarian society.
Of course, we might not be able to have absolute equal society, but we are looking at a fair and a just society, which suffice that if some people can have relative representation in terms of how government does its business, it shows that it can also be translated to every other section of the country. We have to jettison this idea that perhaps where the president come from, the people there must actually be favored. So who is afraid of where the president should come from in the first instance? When you look at the principle of equity and equality, they are two different things. Of course, you can give myself and Dele 20 naira each. You have satisfied the principle of equality. But if you look at the principle of equity, for example, what is Dele's need? Dele's need might be up to 50 naira. Austin's need can be 30 naira. But at the end of the day, if you meet our need, you have fulfilled the principle of equity. So these are the way to go. So the federal government must look at all of this. We can't have absolute balance. Of course, the system has been skilled in favor of some people. Look at the geopolitical zone, for example, imaginarily created geopolitical zone, because the geopolitical zone were also unconstitutional. But it's a pity the Northern Governors Forum refused to make mention of that. Look at the Northwest, for example, they had 7 states. Every other geopolitical zone has 6 states, except Southeast that has 5 states. So how can you then build a society that there will be equity, that there will be unity, and that there will be justice. And when there's no justice, there can't be unity. And when all of this is lacking, development will be far away. So this is the type of society that we find ourselves. And we have said that, it is not this present government that created some of these imbalances, but the present government is leveraging on them. They are not doing everything within their power to bridge the gap. You understand? The Nigerian situation is just like a wall that has a crack. You can actually mend the crack and make the wall solidify and become stronger. But we have a government and political elite all across the country that are succeeding in widening the gap the more. That is what is causing crisis. It looks like different law for different people in the country. When some people commit crime, we treat it, this is a crime, this person head must throw, this person will have to go. When it becomes the other way around and people began to look at it, for example, look at the issue of Abba Kyari. I was so shocked when some factions, some groups from the northern part of the country brought themselves together and say Abba Kyari must stay, nothing must happen to him. He's not guilty yet. Accusation has been leveled against him by somebody's confessional statement far away in the US. What are we supposed to do? Do our due diligence. Are you even culpable? Your confessional statement, does it tally with your mandate as a professional police officer?
The other time they said the crimes were not committed on American soil.
See, these are the issue. We must treat everything equally. Somebody was accused and he actually confessed that he had at a point in time romanced with terrorist group. And the person said he has confessed. And what we had is that element within the presidency had to come out and say, the fellow has apologized, let us forgive their sin, as if we are God. You understand? Let us subject it to a matter of law. If it's a matter of law, let us deal with it as a matter of law. So we are asking the federal government to create a balance within the system so that we can be patriotic. We can say that this is Nigeria that belongs to us.
Are we going to have that same scenario play out?
Of course, we don't wish that same scenario will play out. And I'm quite sure that is the reason why some people are afraid.
Did we have that type of scenario play out during Obasanjo's tenure?
Of course, no. Obasanjo can be classified as one of the most detribalized Nigerian leaders. Give it to him. That's the truth. Irrespective of what you think or say about him, of course, he committed a lot of infractions as far as the constitution is concerned. The OD destruction was a part of infraction committed under Obasanjo. The illegal declaration of state of emergency, these were infraction, but you give it to him. I give you an example. When the OPC sprang up during Obasanjo, the Freddy Fashion, the Gani Adams, look at the way he dealt with the situation. They were his kinsmen. Freddy Fashion was in jail for over 3 years during Obasanjo. This is what we have said, and we have told this government when the government came on board, that this issue of herdsmen, of course, it is not President Muhammadu Buhari that manufactured that crisis. There have always been herdsmen-farmer clashes right from time immemorial. But immediately the president came on board, the situation became escalated because some people feel that, perhaps this is our man. And we told Mr. President at that time, communicate decisively, disown these people by your action. But the language of the president shows that the president at that time was lethargic, maybe a soft spot for them. But today, daily, look at what the menace has become in the country today. They have been so emboldened to the extent that they feel that they can do some things and get away with it. Austin, and they are lording it over some other section of the country, which is wrong.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we talk about other issues in the news.
My people, to blow don't easy for everybody.
Yes, so everybody now winner for the Airtel Recharge and Blow anniversary promo.
Just recharge your weekly target to hammer 100 million naira plus 250 MB, 20 SMS, and plenty cash token. The more you recharge,
the more you win. Promo now from now till December 31st. For more tori, dial *444*4#.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Are you a business owner interested in an alternate stream of income? Then you are qualified to sign up and become a Stanbic IBTC at Ease agent in your area.
Stanbic IBTC Bank is taking banking right next to the people. Credible bank agents are needed to sign up.
To confirm your eligibility and also sign up, please visit www.stanbicibtcbank.com now.
It pays to be a Stanbic IBTC at Ease agent. It pays to have an alternate stream of income.
Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
Good things come in pairs like salt and pepper, bread and beans, sport and entertainment.
Say what?
That's right. Showmax Pro is bringing you the best of both worlds.
Everybody strap in.
I'm about to open some windows.
Now you can watch live sport from Super Sport.
In your life have you seen anything like that?
As well as movies, originals, award-winning international and local shows, plus kids shows when you sign up at showmax.com.
People just to wonder how my toilet does to stay clean, how my toilet know to get germs number. Secret to my healthy family living. Power active clean soul. Clean soul toilet clean. You know my toilet they make it just no say. Clean soul toilet clean soul. Kills 99.9.
INT'L toilet cleaner. Small change, big difference for a healthy family.
By popular demand, registration for Canada Permanent Visa Program has been extended till 5th of October 2021.
Canada will issue over 1.2 million permanent visas between 2021 and 2023. Canada has incredible natural resources, most especially mineral resources, but less than 15% of those massive resources have been exploited. Reason? Canada's population is very small. Less than 40 million compared to USA's 350 million and China's 1.6 billion. And these are countries with smaller land area than Canada. You can also take advantage of fantastic graduate and postgraduate education in beautiful Canada and prosper. There are well over 60 immigration programs to choose from. Let Jonathan King Limited take you through the simple process and relocate to Canada with members of your family. So take advantage and obtain your own form at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan. CMS Bookshop, Folagbade Street, beside the Cathedral of Our Savior, Ijebu Ode.
You know as body dey totori you anytime you dey download and watch plenty videos like say tomorrow not dey. Na so one corner of your brain go dey tell you say as e dey sweet you so make you remember say na your pocket go hear am o. My brother, my sister, the truth be say that one na before o. Now when you buy data wey dey last with shikini money on top MTN, you go jollificate 10GB data for 3,000 naira and 20GB data for 5,000 naira. Plus say they go come sama you 4GB awoof data for take watch YouTube videos for the data network with the reliable. Shikina, just dial *131# for take turn up your ogbonge data for shikini money on top MTN. Terms and conditions dey.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
lọ mú àpò rẹbẹtẹ bílíṣì àìpò méjì fún mi.
Máàmì méjì báwo.
Torí pé màá fi kan rẹ àwọn aṣọ funfun yìí màá fi kan tó kùn pa gbogbo kòkòrò.
ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò rí kòkòrò bíbá ẹ̀ máàmì.
wo wọ́n kéré débi pé o ò lè fojú rí wọn ṣùgbọ́n wá ìdí nìyẹn tọkàn mi fi balẹ̀ lórí bílíṣì àìpò láti pa wọ́n pátápátá.
jẹ́ káṣọ funfun rẹ funfun sí i kí lè rẹ sì bọ́ lọ́wọ́ kòkòrò àìfojúrí tí ń fa àìsàn. agbára àfọ̀mọ́ tó wà nínú bílíṣì àìpò yóò pa gbogbo kòkòrò àìfojúrí pátápátá.
All right, welcome back. It's 32 FM 94.9. The program is Break of Dawn Newspaper Review. We have located on the fourth floor of Kiko House building, Dugbe. And Austin Idumi is still very much in the studio. JK, what do you have?
All right, let's go to the Punch newspaper this morning, and this headline: 30,000 naira minimum wage can't feed an average Nigerian. This is coming from the ex-IBN president, and says the former president and chairman of Council of Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, Professor Segun Ajibola, has denied saying 500 naira can feed an average Nigerian per day, but rather per meal. Ajibola said this in reaction to a viral publication while appearing on a TV program on Wednesday, adding that he was only stressing the fact that naira was currently undervalued, especially internationally. And he said 30,000 naira minimum wage can't feed an average Nigerian. Austin, this is like stating the obvious, right?
Yes, like stating the obvious, a kind of retraction from the professor, because when that publication became viral, we condemn it in its entirety. How could you say in today's Nigeria that naira is still strong, that 500 naira can feed,
afford a meal?
Yes, that can afford a meal. What is the quality of a meal that 500 naira can afford? Of course, he has come out to deny that particular report, and it's also stating the obvious. I hope it's not a form of damage control. You know, our politicians, when they say something and they see they feel the pulse of the people, the reaction of the people, they will come back to tell you that they have been quoted out of a contest. Of course, 30,000 minimum wage is nothing to write home about. The purchasing power as a result of every economic indices today has been weakened. Poverty has been multiplied to a large extent. To add sort to injury, it's not even every state in Nigeria that are currently paying the minimum wage. How can you talk about 30,000 minimum wage when a bag of rice is over 20,000? Which means that, okay, let's even go to a bag of beans, which means that your minimum wage for a month cannot afford a bag of beans. So these are the issues. The federal government had to work on the economy in such a way that my view is that the issue of agitation for increment in minimum wage is not even the way to go. I feel that the Nigerian workers are only concerned about wage increment. Let's talk about the economy. Now we have had 30,000. What is the economic value today of 30,000? Yeah. And don't forget, money is what money can buy. Yeah. The value of money is what money can buy.
So instead we should tackle inflation and all that.
Yes, we should tackle inflation. Margaret Thatcher once said that inflation is an unarmed robber. You understand? Just keep your money. When inflation comes, it will look as if the money has been devalued. That is what it means. Because we are having all kinds of inflation, galloping inflation, every form of inflation in Nigeria, artificial, cost-pull inflation in Nigeria today. Because inflation as a result of the cost of production. Because as a manufacturer, it is what you put in that at the end of the day.
But what about those who don't manufacture, but they just jack up their price because things have gone up in other areas?
We are talking about the prices of goods and services. Even, I give you an example the other time. Locust beans, Iru. You know, it sounds so funny when you get to the market and the woman will tell you that dollar loss, okay. You begin to wonder what concerns dollar with it. But
even onions.
This is economy that is revolving. You understand? That is what we talk about. When government pump money into the society, it will ensure circular flow of income.
Do you know that Candy Sweet cannot 20 naira cannot buy Candy Sweet any longer?
Yes, Dele. The idea is that woman that is selling something you think is not imported will at the end of the day buy something that is imported. Right. Will buy something that affects or that has to do with exchange rate. That is how it works. Because we have a kind of mono economy. No, we don't have so much to export out of the country. We import almost everything. The trade value has been depleted in such a way that our naira has been weakened. So a lot of factors are responsible. So for things that are ordinarily not supposed to go up, it will go up. And we have this artificial scarcity mentality. The goods that you bought when dollar was still 480, you are now selling at the current rate of the dollar. It is the economy, it's not the people. This type of unstructured economy gives room to the bourgeoisie, the people that have the economic power, to extort or exploit the people. You understand? So government should provide.
Austin, is it coincidental that when Buhari came, all those things changed, especially about the economy. Is it coincidental that it's just happened when Buhari came, or the thing has been there before Buhari came? It just escalated.
Well, if you look at it, it is multidimensional. My grasp with the Buhari administration is that up to today there is no area of comparative advantage where you can say, oh, the government is actually, our economy has been battered, except we want to deceive ourselves. That's the truth of the matter. In terms of infrastructure, we are not there. When the exchange rate was good, when the oil money was coming on a regular basis, what did we do with it? We have a lot of critical infrastructure that has been left unattended to. But Buhari administration, as a result of policy somersault, lack of cohesion in terms of policies and program, have worsened the whole situation. So it was not as if it is Buhari that created the problem, but Buhari mismanaged the problem in the sense that he took us from the bad level to a kind of worse situation. So that's the truth of the matter. It's a bitter truth that a lot of people do not want to know, because all we talk about before now is how much is a price of a Congo of rice, a Congo of garri, and what have you. When they were cheap, why didn't the government diversify into agric fully at that time? When the security situation has not escalated to this time, what did we do? So this were the issue. So it has been as a result of systemic failure, bad leadership all along. Of course, we can also attach situation to it in terms of any government that is in power. So it was not just coincidental, but this government have also, as a result of their policies and program, compounded the unfortunate situation that Nigerians find themselves. Because if we have to compare record, we have to look at interest rate, exchange rate, inflation rate, unemployment rate when the government came on board. So suffice to say that if you cannot improve of my situation, if you cannot make me better, you should leave me the way I am.
All right, it's still 32 FM 94.9, the Breaker Dawn newspaper review. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook, and on YouTube is at 32 FM 949 Ibadan. We'll open the phone lines now, 070-550-949, 080-970-949. Which one of these headlines resonates with you this morning? Let's have your thoughts this morning. Austin from the Nation newspaper this morning. NBC okays 159 radio and TV stations. Yeah, the story came out yesterday, and then you asked 159 radio stations. I hope
radio and TV.
Radio and TV. I hope we'll have the freedom of information and the free will to operate all these radio stations and TV stations coming up.
Let's hope so. The government now is hostile to some of this media in terms of regulation and what have you, but that can also last forever. But it's a good one that is coming. Of course, if we have a multiplicity of all of this, we have divergent view. We also look at it differently from different angle. But the truth of the matter is that some people in government are actually operating this by proxy. We have a lot of big people, even in government, who are getting licenses to themselves.
Hello, good morning.
Elijah Salah from Coca-Cola. On the issue of economy, I think our analyst Austin have said it the way it is. We agree, ab initio, that things are bad when this government is coming in 2015. And looking into their contract paper with Nigerians, I mean their manifestos, we thought they are going to better our laws. But in disappointment, they have come to worsen the situation. And the situation still remains in the area of economy and security, in the area of unify the country. They fail in every sector. To me, when we are talking about infrastructure, how much have they expended?
Alhaji, I think you've made your point. Let's give others room to contribute. Thank you for calling. Yeah, 070-550-949, 080-970-949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Adeshi Yamola from UI.
All right, shoot, please.
Let me start with the fact that in Kaduna South killing, our president will not listen and not doing very, very well. Let's come back to economy. Actually, It wasn't the Buhari government that created the problem we have economically now. But Nigerians grew, and we grew in 2015 because of this slogan and exchange. That one got very many people carried away. You hear people saying even ordinary FRB was enough to rule. That was where we got it wrong. And that's why you see former American president doesn't like Nigeria. Because at this point in time, economic reality determines the kind of leader we should elect, not the kind of leader that we say FRB is okay to rule. Because now, governance like mathematics, we work it out. How do you see a country where in the past 5 years, people are using 20 convoy vehicles, latest cars, and today economy has changed, they are still using it. So we need a kind of somebody who is highly educated to work things out. That's why we got it wrong. Illiterate cannot maintain this country. In this economic reality, that's the best of today.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you.
Thank you. This is Bayo from Orogun. Yeah. Good morning, my brother in the house. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you,
Yeah.
Bayo.
Yeah, thank you. Quick one. I disagree with my first caller, Alaji.
What's your own thoughts? Just give us your own thoughts.
Yeah. I'm going there. That economy is bad. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. That time, it's like if I'm working with somebody now. I'm working in an Austin company. I'm receiving 10,000 naira monthly. There's someone that came and said, okay, you will increase my salary to 50,000 naira. I had to go back there. Okay, for that 50,000 you promised me, I'm not receiving 7,000. Decrease to the one I'm receiving before. That's what is happening. We still have some good time then, but when they came with different lies, propaganda, and changed the whole thing, and they're suffering. Like what Ayarishi said, the economic team of this government, they don't know anything at all compared to the last government. You see us?
All right, Bayo, we have to let you go. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning. Okay, 070550949 08097,949. Hello.
Yeah, good morning to everyone in the studio.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, I want to ask a question. Please, why do we need to buy dollar for God's sake? When we are going to China, all the products we are using in Nigeria comes from China. Why do we need to buy dollar? We should render dollar useless. Good morning. Have a nice day. This is Omobasho.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, Austin, what Omobasho just said, so why do we have to rely on dollar? Why not the Chinese currency, since we buy most of our things from China?
Yes, dollar is a global currency. Of course, most of the international transactions are denominated in dollar. When President Muhammadu Buhari came on board, he was looking in the way of the Chinese government. We thought by now that could have strengthened our currency, but the reverse is the case. I want to call the attention of our listener to a comment made by a developmental economist in the person of Okojo Iweala way back 2014, that if the economic situation persists with the lack of divestment of the government at that time, that a time will come we might not be able to pay salary in the country. So it is not just enough to say that, oh, things were better, far better the other time. The economy we also ran in the last administration were not sustainable. That's the truth of the matter. No leader has really cared for the people of the country. Of course, the economy of Nigeria was really strong at a particular point in time. Under President Olusegun Obasanjo, the economy was very strong. Even Yaradua, despite his epileptic situation, sick today, up tomorrow, he also left a very robust economy. But the Jonathan administration really mismanaged the economy. So the situation, it looks as if already bad situation now became worse under this particular administration. We need economic development plan that will be sustainable. That is what we need, not a cosmetic administration, not cosmetic economy, because cosmetic economy does not last. Like I said the other time, we have a lot of critical infrastructure. Go to the state of our roads, federal roads in the country, state roads in the country. If these roads were properly done, or were done at least sometimes ago, we wouldn't be talking about them today. That is the obvious truth.
All right, it's still the Break at Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 949. We'll be going on a break, and when we come back, we'll take your messages on Facebook, and then the phone lines will still be open. Don't go away.
Hello? James, look, I'm on the expressway. My car just broke down. I don't even know what to do.
Sorry, you do not have sufficient credit to continue this call.
Oh, please, no.
Why not?
This is an important call.
Then you should have recharged.
I would, but I'm in a position where I can't.
Why not borrow some credit then?
Borrow credit? How?
With Glow Borrow Me Credit, you can borrow airtime and pay later. It's easy. Just dial *321# and follow the instructions.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Glow is always there for you when it matters most.
Sorry, James. As I was saying, my car just broke down now, and I have no help here.
Talk now, pay later with Glow Borrow Me Credit.
Glow Unlimited.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
ó fẹ́ bẹ́gbẹ́ pé kó láwùjọ àwọn kòsíkòsí gbogbo ìgbà kó sì máa gbọ́ bùkátà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited ladòbáni mátòsí tí ń bá ní pinlẹ̀ ọ̀la nílànà káràkátà àwọn kò ṣeé mọ̀ ní ojoojúmọ́ bíi herbal food supplement àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ lè tó ẹ̀yáwó ọlọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan dúró dè ọ́ bó ṣe ń darapọ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá sì darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó yóò máa jèrè tabua lóṣooṣù. bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá dókòwò pẹ̀lú wa láti sin yìí ló máa gbẹ̀bùn fáànù jẹnẹrétọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. èyí wà fàjọyọ̀ bá a ṣe ń pín ọdún kan lóṣù October ọdún tá a wà yìí. ẹ kàn sí multilevel marketing ní health concern building lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ MRS filling station nítòsí Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. àtẹ̀kálẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa ní Stanbic Bank building Niger West area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090504816 090504816.
With popular demand, registration for Canada permanent visa na him dem forward March land Tuesday 5th of October 2021. Canada get ogbonge natural resources, especially mineral resources. Na only chickening out of these resources dem just tap. Sake of say Canada population dey small to compare America plus China wey get plenty population. Dis na countries wey their land no reach Canada own o. Oh yeah, dis na your chance to land Canada with your family o. You fit choose out of over 60 immigration program with the ground. Even self program dey for graduates plus postgraduate to make am easy. Na Jonathan King go land you the easy way to land Canada. Forward March collect your registration from today for Jonathan King Limited wey tanda for 1st plus 6th floor Cocoa House for Ibadan plus the Brown Bookshop Sholagbade Street near the Cathedral of We Saviour Ijebu Ode. Remember na before 5th of October 2021.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Charles! Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them. But they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
Hello, we believe you're enjoying Titan Farms products like Titan Rice, Yam Flour, Rice Flour, Titan Oil, and others. Oh yes, with Titan Farms, there's always something more. Give your child the best gift by buying any of our lots at Titan Farms Estate, Upperland City, Monia, Idianyure, Regal Gardens, Soka, Cherry Court, Ilaji, and enjoy freebies like 500 blocks, 20 bags of cement, free survey, deed of assignment. That's not all. Here's the big deal. For every land you buy in your child's name at Titan Farms Estate. You can get a loan to sort your child's school fees if need be at no interest for up to 3 months. Yes, you heard me. No interest for 3 months. To enjoy this limited offer, quickly call 0906 007 9714 or visit Titan House opposite Motor Dealer Park, New Garage Road, Ibadan, or check us out on www.titanfarms.org.
My people, to blow don easy for everybody.
Yes, so everybody now winner for the Airtel Recharge and Blow anniversary promo.
Just recharge your weekly target to hammer 100 million naira plus 250 MB, 20 SMS, and plenty cash token. The more you recharge,
the more you win. Promo now from now till December 31st. For more tori, dial *444*4#.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
All right, welcome back. 32FM 949, Breakdown Newspaper Review, 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Call any of those numbers to contribute. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Olode from Ibadan. Concerning the last statement of our analyst, Okojo last statement was not because they were running a bad economy. They were trying to put on this right. And some people are going against it. They wanted to scrape this subsidy of it. They did not allow them. They were saying they did not allow them. That was why it made that statement. Look, most of the problem we found ourselves in this dispensation was caused by most of our analysts because they condemned the last administration in all entirety. Have a nice day.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Morning, Dr. Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Austin. My name is Dr. Mark. You see, what we lack at the moment is pumping money into economy. Until we become a producing state, dollar rate will keep going high. When we come down as a country to produce what we need, at least to some level, there are so many things. I mentioned it here. Look at paper. We have timber in the forest. We can't convert to paper. And yet we have a lot of institutions in the country today. We have a lot of mineral resources that can help us, but they are untapped. Go to Igbeki, there is marble there. They are only exploring it locally. You see, what we need is government who will understand that Nigeria has been wired to produce for herself and survive on what he is producing. She is producing. Look at the gas we have in Niger Delta that we are still flaring. Some people are still bringing gas into this country. Until government come to the reality of how we put money into the economy to produce the things that we need. Encourage local manufacturers. That is the way to have a working and growing economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling, Dr. Mark. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Chike. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I am John. I am calling from Ibadan here.
Morning, John.
Now, I want to ask a question. We know the problem. They will refuse to tackle it. And we know the problem of the problem. We know what to do to go out where we are, and we refuse to do it. Who are we? Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
This is Kwadajipo from Chuka area of Ibadan.
All right.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right. Okay. There's one thing I want us to realize. You see, the National Elders Forum, after the Governors Forum, or either the South or Northern Governors Forum, they are all non-political party actors. But they're not picking up the politics and causing distraction by their affectional, interest and acquisition. Political parties are the real people of the leadership process, various offices, whether local, state, or federal. And I believe the government.
All right, that line seems not to be too clear. Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This comrade Modulated General. Good morning, Austin. Good morning, Chike. Now, you will agree with me that Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and small business owners are currently lamenting seriously under the worsening scarcity of forests in the country, because it has had a grave consequence on their production and devastating consequence on the manufacturer sectors, because of the CBN forest policy that is so bad. Simply because almost 300 firms have closed up, that have been shut off during this regime. And so it has had a great effect on the workers, also worker remuneration. Millions of workers are losing their job as a result of scarcity of forest. And I don't know the reason what is responsible, but if you go to the black market, you will see forest over there. And this regime deliberately inflicting pay on Nigeria. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you so much for calling. And that's going to be the last call on the program today.
All right, Austin, before we leave, there's this headline here. It says, Navy disowns Commodore statements alleging arms sales by Chadian troops. They've come to refute that statement. And this other headline here, quickly, federal government releases fresh debtors list in November to 77 oil firms owe 2.66 trillion naira.
Yes, let's see when the list is released. Let's see the caliber of people and firms that will make that particular list. It's not just releasing the list. Let's also do more to actually ensure that these funds are recovered. On the Navy debunking that, of course, that particular story did not go down well with a lot of people. But I think we should not throw the baby away with the bathwater. Let's do thorough investigation. If there are compromises within the system, let's deal with it squarely.
All right, thank you, listener, for staying with us this morning on the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. I am Chike Obogu, wishing you a very positive day ahead.
My name is Dele Adeoju. Thank you so much for your time with us. The program returns tomorrow morning at 6.
A mix of Hollywood's hottest names and some vintage adrenaline action are coming your way this month. Get ready to stay locked in your seats with 2 new pop-up channels from Mnet. Don't miss Lethal Legends pop-up channel on DSTV channel 113 from 24th September to 3rd October. Available on the Compact, Compact Plus, and Premium packages. Also, catch Hollywood's sexiest pop-up channel on DSTV channel 111 from 21st September to 10th October. Available only on DSTV Premium. Reconnect on DSTV Compact, Compact Plus, and Premium to enjoy the best of entertainment. DSTV, it's your moment.